Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at Bitcoin and kind of just the general and talk about the general market of what's happening this morning. Um, markets down. Markets down as much as it was up yesterday, if that makes any sense. Remember, if you do like this video and the other videos that I make on this channel, be sure to hit the like button down below and also consider subscribing. Well, let's start with Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin is down 2.5% and actually gets is bouncing right now off of the 20-day moving average. We saw on the 3rd of April, we bounced, went down to it, came back up, and here we are on the 7th at that moving average again. So we talked at length about Bitcoin's interaction with the 20-day moving average. As of recent memory, whenever it came below and broke through to the upside, there was a pretty decent rally that followed. The last time that has happened at the end of March, we did get a rally, but it wasn't as big as the other two. And so what potentially could be happening is Bitcoin's just getting exhausted, which is to be expected. We are at 56, $58,000. The question is if this is a indication of further move to the downside, and there are multiple arguments for and against that. One argument to say that it is going to is that, well, if it breaks the 20-day, then the next stop would be the 50-day. For some people, that they would argue that the 50-day would be on the table. Currently, the 50-day moving average is at $54,358. So that's not far, that's not far away, so to speak. Um, in any case, uh, if there is going to be a drop, it's most likely going to be a lot bigger than to the 50-day. So what would be the next point? Well, that would be the 20-week moving average. And currently, the 20-week moving average is at $40,358. By next week, it's probably going to be it's going to increase. It's been increasing about $1.5 to $2,000 every week. So potentially next week we should see around a $42,000 Bitcoin. Um, and looking at the drop uh, from where we are to the 20-week moving average is about a 30% drop. So 30% drop. We've been at this. We've been there before. We've experienced a 30% drop before. Back in January was one example of that. Um, this move here went down as low as 24%. But in any case, a 28% drop from here is not far fetched. Another thing uh, that could happen is that Bitcoin just starts moving sideways. We see the past 4 weeks we've essentially been around the same level. The volatility of mid to late February and early March are over. We're not seeing these 18-20% swings in a week to the upside or the downside. It's now depreciated to less than 5% moves in either direction on the weekly time scale. And this, in fact, was very, very good for altcoins, and which is why we saw a lot of altcoins start moving. We saw XRP move, we saw a Litecoin move. We discussed that this might be the turning point for those assets because they were making that run. But for now, it's being put on hold, and that's when I want to now pivot to altcoins, because I'm sure that's what a lot of people are concerned about. And later on today, I'll post some videos about some specific altcoins to make some specific remarks. But on in general, we have Ethereum down 4%, Link is down 6, Uniswap's down 5, Basic Attention Tokens down 7, Celsius is up 14% against Bitcoin. That's another story. But in any case, this is not the end of the world. I mean, when we look at Bitcoin against chain link against Bitcoin, for example, we were talking about getting to the 20-week moving average, and here we are. We're still up on the week, and this moving average is still in reach, right? Um, another thing is like the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. We made it considerable gains last week, and we only kind of scraped a little bit off the table. So it looks bad today, but in the grand scheme of things, we're actually doing pretty fine. The only thing I would comment that would be, not so great, but is totally fine for me, is that Litecoin and XRP are down considerably. Um, Litecoin's not so bad. I'm still up on my money. XRP I actually bought yesterday, and I think I'm like down a few percentage points. But that's again, those are the only two that I'm concerned about because those are the last ones that I have purchased. Um, the if these are the last ones that I've purchased, then obviously they're more subject to short term movements compared to my say VeChain or basic attention token positions where held them for a long time and I'm still considerably up on my money. And so these short term movements of 7% swings doesn't really affect me. Um, so with that said, another way to gander about how bad is the situation is looking at the Bitcoin dominance, and from what we see, we're still considerably low. I mean, we're not even touching the weekly candle that we had last week, and we're still down on this week, and that and we're below the support band. All these things kind of point towards like uh, all coins are still up against Bitcoin considerably. The reversal hasn't started, and I doubt that this is going to be the moment. I don't think this is the moment where Bitcoin turns it around and gains the dominance back. I think there's I would argue that there's still room to move for altcoins, and so I would conclude to this, in my personal opinion, to be just a minor setback in the grander market cycle or the grander sub cycle um, for this major cycle. And that's pretty much it, you guys. You might be concerned, but I mean, I don't know what to say to you. Rest assured, uh, it's not as bad as it looks. We do get these moments from time and time again, and unfortunately, with altcoins, they're the most risky and they're most subject to volatility from Bitcoin. If there's any negative downside of Bitcoin, then it's altcoins are definitely gonna get sick. There's the saying of like, at least with Canada and the U.S., when the U.S. sneezes, Canada catches a cold. I would say the same thing with Bitcoin and its relationship to altcoins. When Bitcoin sneezes, uh, altcoins catch a cold, and you get 6% down for Chainlink, and then you just get 3% down for Bitcoin. Uh, Altcoins will bleed more than Bitcoin if they both go down. But that is all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.